What?
Yes, come over a little bit.
Wait, why do I gotta get so close? I don't like to be
Okay.
close. Wow.
All right. So what are we trying to do? First of all, we're trying to figure out what we're going to call this episode.
Yes.
Well, what we're going to
Well,
call our little podcast.
yeah. But it's not a podcast. It's a show, I thought. Remember?
Yeah, it's a show. Okay. So we have a show. We're doing a show, but we don't know the name of it yet.
I say Sisters on the Couch and Beyond the Dress.
I really like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do Sisters on the Couch and Beyond the Dress. Who knows? By the end of this show, it might change.
Yeah. So you better write that down because we might forget it.
Crap. Hold on. I'll be right back. I need a pen.
Do you need a clipboard?
No.
Okay. We have a clipboard.
Oh, we do.
I have a clipboard. You want a clipboard?
I got it right here. Oh God, what was that?
Sisters on the Couch Beyond the Dress, right?
Yeah, Sisters on the Couch Beyond the Dress.
Okay, we're gonna have a pillow. We need a binky.
A blankie and a pillow.
Yeah. Okay, so write
We're
that
here.
down. You're fine.
Oh, I dropped that purple thing. Oh, well.
What do you want it for?
Well, it would clean my glasses, but I don't need it now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna pick it up while you write that down. I need one of these. I don't know where to put my pink glasses at.
Sisters on the Couch Beyond the Dress at Divine Grace and Lace Bridal Boutique in downtown Belleville, Michigan.
Yeah, it's so pretty down here. If y'all haven't been here.
Yes, it is beautiful actually. It's got the cutest little blue, what color is that? Metallic blue balloon dog out front. We'll have to go out there at some point and show you guys at one of our shows.
Yes.
That's our favorite little thing down here.
Yeah.
So
thanks to the Jones family for all they do.
yes.
They're
And
very nice people.
yes, and they built this
Somewhat like
wonderful
us.
Yes.
We're
Maybe
nice
not
people.
as nice as us, but no, just kidding. They are nice. But actually, they built this beautiful plaza here for everybody to enjoy. There's lots of wonderful restaurants here. We've got the bait shop. We've got a nail salon, and we have darn it,
Moody's.
we have Moody
Brews.
Brews. They're the coffee place, and
Yes.
then we have the Rusted Crow, and then we
have the butcher shop. They are so good to us.
Yes, they have the amazing dog treats for our little puppies, and great meat for everybody else.
Yes.
And then we have
good meat.
BB's Bridal meat. Oh, maybe not talk about good meat. We have BB's Bridal BB's Boutique, which they sell wonderful clothes down there.
Yes.
And then we have
the Thai restaurant.
Yeah, the Thai restaurant, and
we have a smoke shop. We have to be nice.
Yes. Well, we're always nice no matter what. We have the smoke shop.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody in here.
Yeah.
But everybody's really nice, and everybody, it's always packed. And, always packed with people coming to the restaurants and nail salons and things like that. So we're very fortunate.
It's a very beautiful place.
We were very fortunate to find this place. Actually, my sister was driving around one day and found it, and here we are.
Yeah.
What, January? We started in January. So actually, we started in when?
We started last August.
Yeah. And then come January is when we opened.
Yeah, and we've been open almost 6 months now. Wow. And I'm so excited.
I know.
I just love doing this. I really do.
I know you do. And I'm jealous because she gets to do it all the time while I go to work at my real job and she gets to work at her fun job. Yeah. Even though her job is real, it's fun. Yeah. And maybe one day I'll get to be able to work here on a daily
when you
basis.
retire.
Oh, that's so long.
Oh, well,
That's sister. Yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Isn't that what you were going to say?
I don't know.
That's what we need here, a cookie place. Where can we put it?
I'm not doing no cookies.
I love cookies.
Yeah. The restaurant business, how long did I do that? Forever?
Yes.
Forever
how long?
and a day?
Yeah. How long did you do the restaurant business?
Oh, well, since when I started off as a teenager.
Yeah. She started working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
We both did. We started working at McDonald's, and she became what? How old were you when you became a manager at McDonald's?
Like 17.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was still the fry person. I was the fry person. I just had to do the fries, and she got to boss me around.
Oh, but now who's the boss?
I am.
Yes, she is. Yes. Let me tell you.
So let's tell you a little bit about the show, what we're going to do here. So we're just going to be chatting about all things bridal and business and behind the scenes magic that we have going on here at the Bridal Boutique. Obviously, we're sisters. My name's Kristina. Hers is Michelle.
Nice to meet y'all.
And then, we're down here again in downtown Belleville, Michigan. And so this is our first show, so we want you to grab a cup of coffee, some water, get a blanket. We love to grab little blankies and sit on the couch,
Yes.
and just kind of sit back and hang out with us, and we'll kind of go over lots of little different things and bridal tips and tricks and how to maybe possibly sew things because Michelle loves to sew. Um, you know,
I love that part of this job.
yeah, I think that's her favorite part of the job. At first I thought it was all the dresses, but now she loves to sew. So she is doing alterations and things here. So yeah, we invite you to again, this is our first episode, so we invite you to kind of join us, and we'll let you know when our next episode's coming out, and there'll be some fun times, some chahos, and definitely a lot of sparkle. And hopefully somebody, one of you girls that are out there watching, will come in and say yes to your dress.
Hey.
What else you want to talk about, sister?
Well, let's talk about um, our experience in business. I think that's important. I think people need to learn, not learn, I don't think people need to learn. They need to know about who we are, our experience, what our commitment is to our brides and the grooms and just families in general
Yeah.
here when you come in, our customers.
Yeah, so why don't we start with you, because you have a ton of experience in the bridal business, not just selling bridal dresses, not just sewing. You have a ton of experience. So tell us your experience and when you started.
Well, I have customer service is, I think, my strong suit. And I started off, first of all, in the catering side. Like we said, I was a young manager, at a fast food place. And I just really enjoyed doing that. And so, I have a lot of restaurant experience and catering experience doing weddings. And then I also, at one time, I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I owned a chair rental business.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for about a year or so. And then I bought a restaurant. And so then again, I was in catering and doing some weddings. I did small weddings, I did receptions, stuff like that. Um,
You also worked for the city of New Bern at the convention center.
yes.
And you did a lot of weddings there and
Yes.
setting up and
Yeah,
breaking
thank you for
down.
reminding me. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah. You
See,
do so much.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know what people think about that sometimes. They're like, gosh, she's done a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm older, so I can say that I've done a lot of different things. I'm not 25.
But
And
it's always been in the customer service business.
yeah,
Always.
I'm very, I want people to be happy.
Yeah.
I see it as, this is my name.
Yeah.
Whatever I do, my name is assigned to that job. And, like when I'm doing alterations, again, that's my name.
Right. You take pride in it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do. And working at the convention center, I was very fortunate to have that job. I did do a lot of weddings. I did big concerts, all kinds of different things. But in my heart, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm just really happy that I can do this today.
Right.
Um,
This is kind of tail end of your working career. This is like, you're older, but you're not that old, but you're kind of like going through and working at the tail end of your career. And, at some point you'll retire, maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, more like 10.
I say 10 years.
Yeah.
I want to do this at least 10 years because
Yeah.
I just absolutely love it. I call this my encore.
Yeah, there you go.
This
That's
is my
really good.
encore.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah,
That's it.
thanks.
I never knew that. Thanks, sister. Thanks for that tidbit today.
She's always the one that's so creative.
I
What about you, T?
So my experience has been always in the customer service side of things. I've always worked, well, the last 20 plus years, I've worked in the medical field. So I have dealt with patients for the last 20 years. And so I started out as, a receptionist. Actually, I take that back. I started out as a unit clerk at St. Joe's Hospital back in 2009.
I remember that.
And I was on the 80s trauma floor, general surgery and trauma floor, and the best floor to be on and the best people to work with back then. But I've always been in, customer service, helping patients. Moved on to IHA in 2014 and been with them since. And again, just taking care of patients. That's the one thing that I know I'm great at, is being compassionate and passionate about our patients,
Wow,
making
that's
sure,
really good.
yeah,
I love
making
that.
sure that they're taken care of, and kind of rolls into what we do here. They're our clients. There's one thing I will say is the biggest word I dislike is customer, because um, you're not a customer, you're a client or you're a patient. And when I say that, I mean, if you're a customer, you're checking, you're checking out at the grocery store, and the people are like, okay, thank you, have a great day. When you're a client, we step back, we take the time, we want to know what you want, we want to know the things that you like and you don't like. When you're a patient, we want to make sure, how are you feeling, what can we do to make you feel better. So I don't like the word customer when it comes to both our jobs that we do, both in
Right.
the bridal shop
Mhm.
and where I work as a practice manager for Trinity Health Medical Center at Domino's Farms. And sometimes people say customer, and I don't like that, because our patients are there and they need to be taken care of, and be very passionate about taking care of them. So um, I've always been in the customer service field. So
Yeah.
being here, it's fun because it's we take care of our clients. We get to have them try on the beautiful dresses. We get to put the pretty veils on them. We
Look
get to make the
handsome. Don't forget
yeah.
about. I feel bad because I feel like our guys. People forget about a wedding is more than just the bride.
Right, it is. And that's the one thing that we can really talk about through our show, because we can have different shows about our tuxes that we rent and the guys, and give them tips and tricks, and
Yeah.
how to handle when the bride's upset and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
So we'll have good things for the men when it comes to the bridal party, because it's tough being a man and being the man, the groom, and just sitting back and going, okay, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What do you need me to do? And it's his day too, so we got to remember that too. So
Yeah. Well, and that's just like for prom. You know, I am very passionate when it comes to our clients, our male clients during prom season. Because we see the girls, starting in January, and I see, the young men come through, April, May,
yeah, when
and
it's getting close.
yeah, it's getting close. And I look at the moms of these young boys, and I think of you,
Yeah,
and I think of Brandon, and I think, how would Tina want Brandon to look, and how would Tina want me to help them curate his look for his
his
day
prom.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I mean, when it comes to the men, it's their prom too. They're graduating seniors, and it's about them too. So we want to make sure that we give them all the um, attention that they deserve, and make sure that they have a great time too. I mean, they like to get dressed up too.
yeah,
And they
and
like to have,
they look so handsome, and it's so cute.
yeah, and they like to have, nice tuxes, not just plain tuxes. They like to have the embellishments and things like that, and that's something that Michelle loves to do. So,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
am so excited for this next prom season.
yeah. We started a little bit later. We started in January, so we kind of missed the mark when it came to prom season. But now that we're here, and people know that we're here, and know that we do certain things, and Michelle can tailor certain things to the tuxes and things like that, I think we'll do a lot better this year than we did
Yeah,
last year. We just opened, so but it'll be fun. It'll be
yeah,
fun to take care of the young men and the young girls, and you know, it's their senior year. It's
yeah.
it's
It's
parents, I'm going to
exciting.
tell you, when they hit freshman in high school, don't blink, because when you blink, guess what? They're going to be seniors, and they're going to be wanting those dresses and those tuxes. So take every moment you can to cherish it, because when they hit freshmen in high school, next thing you know, they're seniors.
Yeah,
That's my big what is that? What do I want to say?
speech or wait
No,
a minute.
my big suggestion, not a suggestion, but my
I don't know. You think about. Let me tell you something about Tina. She is a smart cookie. Okay, can I just tell you that?
oh gosh,
I did. I know you are. You know
I am
you.
so smart. Thank you.
She
Thank you.
is, and she is the funniest person I know.
I may be smart, but I am a hard worker,
Oh
and I
yeah,
do love to do, like, my part of my experience also when it comes to weddings is me and my daughter Kayla. We love to help decorate for weddings. So we do, like, I've helped my nephew decorate for his wedding. I helped my daughter. I made her centerpieces and things like that. So I do have experience when it comes to the bridal aspect or the wedding aspect of things. Not so much as Michelle when it comes to bridal dresses, but I'm learning.
yeah. She is,
So,
and
but
she
I love to help. make the whole thing happen for them. If they need centerpieces, anybody asks me to help make them, I'll make them. I'll do all kinds of things. I don't care. I like to work. So,
Yeah.
but
Okay, Tina, let's talk about when you got married to Scott and how.
oh my gosh, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so we got to talk about this.
So sad. It's such a
Okay.
sad thing. Not a sad thing that I married Scott. Probably
No,
the best
that was the best thing
thing
she
I've
ever
ever did in my life. And I will tell you, I always tell people that I know that are getting married, I always tell them to take a moment to breathe and take in the day that you're walking down the aisle and you're up there on the altar with your husband, and just take everything in. Let it sink in. I will tell you, the best part of my wedding, yes, my reception was great, but the best part of my wedding was standing up there doing our vows. And we had asked the preacher to do a prayer, to invite people to be saved, and given their life to the Lord. But we took in every moment. We didn't rush through it. We made sure that we looked at each other. And I will tell you, I will do that over and over. And if I could watch my video over and over every day, I would do it. So just make sure you take the time and breathe. However, now I will tell you, the hardest part of the whole wedding and the saddest part of the whole wedding was after they had pronounced us husband and wife, and we turned around to look at our family, and I see my sisters down there,
-1.
minus Michelle. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot Michelle. And the reason I forgot Michelle was because Michelle was so amazing, and she was at the hall getting stuff ready for the dinner. She was doing the catering for my wedding. And we were supposed to have somebody go pick her up.
And nobody came to pick me
And
up.
nobody came to pick her up, and she missed the wedding. And that was the saddest part of the wedding. But I will tell you, the reception, the food was amazing. There was nothing left.
Oh my gosh.
It was so crazy.
There were so many people there.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was
even know.
250
No,
plus
there wasn't.
people. Yes.
There was like 300, Tina. There
Well,
were so many people there.
Anyways, there was a lot of people there, but the food was amazing. Of course, we had tamales, and they were gone before I even got back there. So I was like, "What?"
I love. No,
Yeah.
I got a tamale. I was making sure. I got a
Yeah. But my poor brother-in-law Mike did not get a tamale, and he was so sad.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so that was probably the saddest part of my wedding, was that Michelle didn't make it to the wedding to see me get married, and I felt so awful, and I have felt awful ever since then. It was like,
okay.
I'm like, can we just go get married again so she could be at the wedding? It was
okay.
sad. It was a sad day, but it was a great day. But it was a sad moment. Sad moment.
But
so,
again, with all my experience in catering, and I was living in North Carolina at the time, and you and Scott called me up and said, "Hey, do you think you can cater our wedding?" And I'm like, "Oh,
of course you can.
Of course, I can do anything."
Yeah. She had some help from several of our kids, my kids' friends, and and she had help from them, and boy, she did it. She made it happen, and it without any. You wouldn't have known if there was any hiccups or anything like that, because it was all ready and being served. And
let me tell you, as I told one client, I'll jump over a puddle for you.
Yeah.
Again, it's my name, and I just want people to be happy.
Yeah.
And there's nothing.
Well, we were happy, but we were sad because she missed the wedding. I don't know how we could ever fix that. I don't think I ever can fix that. I don't even know how to fix it.
It's okay. Okay, it's all right.
I don't know. It's okay, but you keep telling me about it.
I know, because every time I look at the photo, of the the family photo of her wedding.
Yeah, and there's not Michelle.
I'm not there, but that's okay. It's
but
fine.
she was there.
But I laughed.
That's so sad.
Okay.
We all need to get dressed up again, and we need to take another wedding photo.
Okay, can we do that some other time? I don't know when. Let's do it
sometime soon.
when Owen gets married.
When Owen gets married, we could do that. Oh, we don't want Owen to get married anytime soon. He's only 9.
Yeah. Okay, so
what else?
I don't know.
What else you want to talk about? Let's see. Well, I mean, I guess just be ready for our next show. We'll figure out what we're going to do our next show, and like I said, we're going to have tips and tricks. We're going to have fun things. We're going to have silly things. If you think of anything you want us to talk about, send us a message. So
follow us on TikTok, Instagram,
Facebook.
all that stuff. You need all that stuff.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube. We're gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah. So, but we just wanted to kind of come on here, introduce ourselves, and again, come and watch our next show, Sisters on the Couch, Beyond the Dress, here at the Divine Grace and Lace Bridal Boutique in downtown Belleville, Michigan.
All
All
right.
right.
Sounds good.
All right, sister.
All right.
Till next time.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody.